Hi everyone, I'm just popping in quickly to tell you about UFOvember. It's a blog tour that one of my fellow pattern designers, Bobby, has started, and there's a blog and Instagram post basically every day this month of November. So I'm on Friday and I was forced to stop and think about all my work in progresses. And I know I've had quite a few of them, but actually counting them, I ended up finding 20. I looked through my entire craft room and I found them in drawers, in boxes, in things hidden under something, in little seats, in cupboards, the whole work. So I've got them all out, and I went to one of my local box stores called Officeworks, and I found these plastic containers, and I then printed off some of these cute labels. And in my blog post, I tell you all about where I found them and what the labels were, and there's some really cool things on a website that you can just do. And then I made sure that I had all the fabric, the pattern, any half-completed blocks, backing if I've decided on a backing. I've got that in there as well. And I've then got one of these containers for every work in progress that I have. And then I sat down and wrote a big long list of all my projects that I've got on the go at the moment. And I actually have last year's, actually this year's, isn't it? No, last year's quilter's planner, and I found that I still had a page of my projects at a glance, so I wrote them all down, started to work out where I was at with it, and probably more importantly, what stopped me. You know, had I made a boo-boo? Was there some problem with the quilt or the project? Did I just get bored of it? Did something new and shiny come along? Was it difficult? Was it hard? You know, all those sort of things. I really sat down and thought about each of them. And then for each project, I wrote up a page, and I got this little page, this project tracker from allpeoplequilt.com, and sat down and, you know, wrote down what the project was and what size it was, when I started it. That was a bit of a come to Jesus moment on some of those. One of them I'd started in 2002. And then, you know, what I still had to go on that project, and then what I wanted to do with it. Do I want to resume it? Do I want to keep going on the project? Or do I want to rework it? Maybe, and there were a few of these that I had done 6 or 8 blocks of 20, and I've obviously run out of steam. So I'm going to rework some of those, and I'm just going to make something smaller, be it a table runner or a small child quilt, get it done, get it finished, off my list. And there was a couple, one I think, that I'm going to rehome, and that's, I'm going to try and see if somebody else wants to take on the project. If not, it's going to go in the bin because I don't want to work on it anymore. So I've got plenty of other things to do. So this little page is then put in that tub with the pattern, with the fabric and all those things, so that when I do get a chance, I can just grab that bin, pull it out and start working, and I know where I'm up to, and I've got everything there, and I don't have to go searching. So I'm hoping that my 20 projects will have decreased a little bit by the end of the year. Well, actually by the end of January, because I'm having holidays over Christmas and January. And then I have a few that I want to start, but I'm not going to start them until I've finished at least 6 of my work in progresses. So I'll get back in touch and show you how I go with my big long list. But here's going. So head on over to the blog on Friday and read all about all my projects, and then you can link to all of the other people for the rest of the month, and get involved perhaps on looking at your own UFOs. So UFOvember. Have fun.